Summary: Tom Sandoval showed up late to the podcast, blaming the host for doing the same. Sandoval tried to justify his cheating scandal but struggled to come up with a genuine reason. Tom made it seem like his ex should be grateful for the scandal and criticized the way she speaks about him in the media. Vanderpump Rules star Tom Sandoval appeared on Nick Viall's podcast, Viall Files, and through several chaotic moments revealed some of the most unhinged takes on Sandoval so far. During Vanderpump Rules Season 10, it was revealed that Tom had been cheating on his long-term partner, Ariana Madix, with the couple's close friend Raquel Leviss. The tumultuous affair, which was ultimately dubbed Sandoval by fans of the series, led to the couple's demise and a massive public scandal that left Vanderpump Rules viewers waiting for answers about what would come next for the couple. After the season's reunion, things slowed down for news surrounding Tom and Ariana's crumbling relationship. While Ariana has moved on to some bigger and brighter things after the fallout of Sandoval, Tom has had a more difficult time letting things go. After Ariana went on to be a finalist on Dancing with the Stars Season 32, author her second cocktail book, and get the opportunity to star in Chicago on Broadway, Tom did his best to continue to support his own dreams, as well. Touring with his band Tom Sandoval The Most Extras, Tom also had a stint on Fox's Special Forces, World's Toughest Test Season 2. He's spoken publicly about the affair multiple times, with each interview growing more concerning than the last. Related 20 Best Reality TV Shows. Right now television is being impacted by the ongoing entertainment industry strikes, leaving many turning to reality TV. What are the best shows right now? 7 Sandoval showed up really late, claimed Nick did the same. Tom tried to pass the blame off on the host during his appearance on Viall Files. Tom was appearing with his Vanderpump Rules co-star Tom Schwartz, and while they were meant to begin their interview at the same time, Tom was over an hour late to the podcast recording. While Nick and Tom Schwartz were discussing the issue, with Schwartz working to try and mitigate any drama between the host and his friend, it became clear that this isn't out of the ordinary for Tom. Schwartz even explained that Tom runs on his own schedule, needing production to give him fake call times so he shows up anywhere remotely close to the scheduled start of filming. Once Schwartz and Nick were able to reach Tom, it was clear that the missing guest had more likely than not forgotten about the podcast. Showing up about an hour into the recording, Tom was erratic and unapologetic about coming into the podcast late, and when host Nick asked him why he wasn't on time, Tom struggled to give a genuine reason. While Nick was open to hearing Tom out, the Vanderpump Rules star quickly went on the offensive about his experiences having Nick as a guest on his own podcast in 2023. Tom ultimately explained he'd been spending time with a friend and lost track of time. 6 Tom Sandoval says he shouldn't have cheated that way. Sandoval tried to justify his actions. Nick asked the Vanderpump Rules star about what he learned from the cheating scandal after Tom explained he'd learned from the drama he'd experienced. While Tom had been the one to bring up taking something from the scandal, he scrambled to find something shareable. "I don't know what to say," the Vanderpump Rules star said, getting more emotional with each moment. "What have I learned? To not ever be in a 9-year ***** in relationship and end it that way. To not ever, cheat that way. Dude, I am never gonna do that. That's never gonna happen." When Nick questioned Tom on what cheating, that way, meant, he didn't clarify. 5 Sandoval suggests Ariana should be grateful for the cheating scandal. Tom made it seem like his ex should be thankful. Close. As the podcast continued, Tom shared more about the way he was processing the scandal and its fallout that simply made it sound like he was hopeful Ariana would realize she should be grateful for what he put her through. Tom explained that after his indiscretions were revealed to the public, Ariana's stock as a reality TV star went up tremendously. She's been able to get endorsements, diversify her businesses, and gain notoriety outside of reality TV with her performances on competition series and in theatrical productions. Tom explained that, she's definitely grateful for what the public fallout of the scandal has given her. Tom went on to explain he feels that Ariana has been petty with the way she's talked about him in public. Nick tried to explain that Ariana was entitled to feel however she wanted about the scandal. He also shared that Tom is not as entitled to her being reasonable considering his actions, but the Vanderpump Rules star wasn't receptive. Instead, he went on to share that he feels the way Ariana has handled things that have to do with him has been petty. With Ariana having everything going for her, after Tom's cheating became public, he feels he should at least get credit for making her life better. For Sandoval's bizarre ornament story, Tom tried to explain what brings him peace in a bizarre moment of the podcast. Nick asked Tom what brought him peace now that his life's been flipped upside down, and the story he came up with was confusing. Explaining that he enjoys spending time with his family, Tom shared that his mother putting a specific ornament on their Christmas tree brought him joy during the holiday season. After telling the odd, long-winded story, Tom continued, "I love finding peace, man. I really do. I hope ******************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************* does ******ing well and keeps it going. Rather than explaining how the story related to his relationship, Tom decided to move on. Free Sandoval says Ariana focusing her energy on him is not a good look. Tom criticized the way Ariana speaks about him, although he'd gotten emotional about Ariana in general throughout his appearance on Viall Files. Tom spent some time on the podcast criticizing the way his ex has spoken about him in the media. Despite the fact that Tom lied to and cheated on Ariana in the public eye, he shared that he felt the way Ariana has focused on him in the past isn't a good look for her, and he hopes she can shift her energy elsewhere in the future. "I just want her to move on," Tom huffed. "I think her biggest thing is, stop, focusing on, don't focus any energy on me, leave me behind." Sandoval gets defensive when Nick suggests he defends the affair. He couldn't handle any criticism from the host after doing his best to defend himself throughout the appearance. Tom clearly couldn't take any more criticism and began snapping back at Nick at every given chance. Nick, who shared several times he was coming from a place of understanding, was trying to explain to Tom that it frequently appears as though he's defending his affair rather than trying to atone for it. As he grew more hostile with each question, Nick did his best to navigate the conversation to allow for both of their opinions to be heard. Rather than taking in the criticism, Tom spiraled out of control and got defensive. "I acted out because I have such low self-worth. I am just trying to be a better person, I swear to God, like I really am," Tom said, getting more emotional throughout. When Nick tried to interject and lead the conversation to a safer place, Tom continued. I don't know what to say except get up, Tom nearly shouted, and I know that I did that. It doesn't matter the scenario, get up, and I do know that. One Sandoval thinks he's a victim. Tom feels he's being blamed unfairly close while Nick was ultimately hoping to rehash the scandal productively. Tom wasn't having much luck in finding solace in talking about the scandal or what's happened since. It's clear that rather than taking any responsibility for what he's done, Tom feels like a victim in the situation. Even though he was the one who cheated, Tom feels that he's been treated so unfairly throughout the scandal that he, too, has been wronged in the same way his ex was. The Vanderpump Rules star feels he's being treated unfairly and won't be able to see much else until he takes time away. Vanderpump Rules airs Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Bravo. Source: Viall.